Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review In the Heights, the adaptation of the celebrated Broadway play by Lin-Manuel Miranda that has been adapted for the screen by Jon M. Jon M. has a varied filmography: G.I. Joe, Retaliation, a couple step-up films, Now You See Me Too, Gem and the Holograms, and recently the runaway hit Crazy Rich Asians. And this is probably leaning even more so into the energies of a Crazy Rich Asians with this vibrant musical that he's directed. There are some significant changes made from the original production, which I think some of which enhance the film and make it even more contemporary since the play was from 2008, and some of which I think could have leaned, the musical could have leaned into more to be a little more gritty. But the scribe Quiara Alegría Hudes is returning as the writer of the adaptation, and it was shot by Alice Brooks. It opens upon Anthony Ramos of A Star Is Born playing Usnavi, asking a question to a group of children that are listening to him tell a story about Washington Heights, the barrio he grew up in New York City. And we see them all clustered around him at a beachside stand which he owns, that we come to believe is in the Dominican Republic, but the film does play with our sense of time and location a little bit. He's asking the children if they know what a sueñito is, a little dream, and begins to use that to paint a picture of this particular neighborhood and its inhabitants. He owns a bodega, which his only employee is his undocumented cousin Sonny, played by Gregory Diaz IV, and that of course becomes an integral subtext. Sonny's dad is played by Mark Anthony in a cameo appearance. He's in love with a young woman named Vanessa, played by Melissa Barrera, who seems kind of oblivious to his attentions, but of course the film leans into that. His good friend Benny, played by Corey Hawkins, works across the street at a traffic dispatch control center owned by Jimmy Smits, playing Kevin Rosario. Mr. Rosario has had to recently sell half of his business to a new expensive laundromat service that wanted to buy the whole thing, and so that he can afford to pay for the tuition for his daughter Nina, who's gone off to Stanford, played by Leslie Grace. Benny's in love with Nina, they used to date, etc. Nina has just come back and she has bad news. She doesn't want to tell that she's dropping out of Stanford. Gentrification, community, opportunity, those are all woven into the themes of this as we go along. Also, besides Jimmy Smits, another OG is Daphne Rubin-Vega playing Daniela, whose salon is also being forced out of the neighborhood. She's been bought out and she's got to move several blocks away to the Bronx. And Valentina, the US Drag Race alum, has a small cameo there in that sequence as well. So if you're familiar with the music, it's a very vibrant, personable film. It's also very sincere and very earnest, and some of the grittier themes that the stage play dealt with, such as Benny not being a member of the Latinx community and how that causes some, star-crossed energy with Nina, that's all kind of done away with, which leaves Corey Hawkins and Leslie Grace to have not a lot to work with together. Oh, and then there's also the neighborhood grandmother, the abuela, Claudia, who is childless but has kind of adopted everybody else. And she's played by Olga Merediz of Orange is the New Black, who is reprising her role from the stage play. Another Orange is the New Black alum that is in the cast is Dascha Polanco, playing Kuka, who doesn't get a lot to do, but she's utilized effectively as an accent. You can see how Do the Right Thing is kind of an influence for Chu, but again, because of the neglect to really look at kind of the unhappier elements moving beneath these people's lives. Of course, we keep returning to Anthony Ramos telling his story and as a character, as Usnavi, who's named after, his name is U.S. Navy, which is reminiscent of Claudia Yosa's Madnusa, Made in USA, a play on that. Overall, I'd say if you like musicals, it's a must-see. It does feel like a return to vibrant theatrical escapist storytelling, and you will leave in a good mood. But don't go in expecting anything to be remotely heavy-hitting. But again, as a celebration, I think it works very effectively. I would give In the Heights 3.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.